Welcome to the Foul Mouth News, where the filters are off and the language is colorful. If you are offended by profanity or vulgarity in general, not to mention political incorrectness, this video is not for you. You have been forewarned. So if you have virgin ears, be prepared because they are about to be violated.
Hello, everyone. Now, this right here goes to show the fucking contempt of the big pharma fuckers. Bayer, which bought Monsanto and owns Roundup, or renamed it to Bayer AG, or whatever they renamed it to, but it's Monsanto Roundup. They're demanding that Trump's administration, that the federal government, that lawmakers give them vaccine maker-like immunity with their fucking Roundup Weedkiller. These full-on fucking retards are like, well, it's perfectly safe. You know, all those fucking people from the EPA and shit and other fucking big pharma agencies that we've fucking hired people from, they all say it's perfectly fucking safe, but you need to give us fucking immunity. You need to give us the same level of immunity that we would have if we made a vaccine. These fucking people, these Nazi fucks, the Bayer family are literal Nazis. These Nazi fucks want to dictate to us over their fucking Roundup? Dude, they can all go fucking suck on the barrel of a fucking gun, and if it accidentally goes off, so be it. I mean, obviously in Minecraft. I mean, these people are full-on fucking retarded, thinking that they're going to get away with this shit. So we have an article here from Reuters, published on March 7th, written by Patricia Weiss and Ludwig Berger. I don't know why it takes two people to fucking do this shit. Anyway. The title here, Bayer tells U.S. it could halt Roundup Weedkiller sales over legal risk. Well, if it's perfectly fucking safe, you have no legal worries. This is what's fucked up. They keep claiming this shit's perfectly fucking safe. Well, if it's perfectly fucking safe, you should be able, if it's a safe product, to sell said product without the concern of being sued over it causing cancer. Obviously, you know it does. Or that's my opinion, obviously. My opinion is that they know it does, and they know they're fucked, and they think they're going to play this game with the Trump administration. They should have pushed for this shit when fucking senile fucking shit in his pants Joe Biden was in office, because his handlers that actually ran things would have fucking went along with this for a fucking payday. Hell, he would have been cogent enough long enough that if they said, hey, we're going to give you money, he'd be like, okay, let's do this. But no, now they're going to try doing this during the Trump administration. So the summary of this is, glyphosate-based Roundup is widely used in U.S. farming. Bayer paid about $10 billion to settle billions more at risk. That's another thing. Why would they settle if it's perfectly fucking safe? Why would they settle? Because you'd think they'd want their day in court. They are a multi-billion-dollar fucking company that can afford to drag out this shit in fucking court. Why wouldn't they want their day in fucking court? No, they quickly settled because they did not want the risks of cancer with their product to actually become common fucking knowledge. And now they're going to demand. These Nazi fucks, these literal descendants of Nazi fucks, are going to fucking demand that we give them immunity like they're producing a fucking vaccine, which they shouldn't even get protections on that note when they do. Fuck them. Anyway, German group has lobbied U.S. lawmakers for legal relief. Well, fuck them. Fuck you. This is America for Americans, bitch. We voted for Trump to put our interests first, not some literal descendants of Nazi fucks, okay, not wanting to have to pay out billions and billions of dollars for giving cancer to innocent fucking people like the Nazi fucks they are. Sorry, so sad, too bad, go fuck yourselves. And if any fucking lawmakers go with you, we will primary those fucking cunts out of office. So go fuck yourselves. Oh my God. All right. So anyway, Bayer could reach a point where it needs to withdraw. They made a threat. They said, look, all these farmers need our product, and if you don't give us immunity, we're not gonna sell it to them. Fuck you. So anyway, Bayer has told U.S. lawmakers it could stop selling Roundup Weedkiller unless they can strengthen legal protections against production liability litigation, according to financial analyst and person close to the matter. Translation, Bayer wants the same exact immunity that it gets if it makes a vaccine for making a fucking cancer-causing weed killer. These fucking pieces of shit deserve to be buried under some fucking prison somewhere. These literal descendants of Nazi fucks that run the company all need to go to fucking prison for this shit. Bayer has paid about $10 billion to settle disputed claims that Roundup, based on the herbicide glyphosate, causes cancer. About 67,000 further cases are pending, for which the group has set aside $5.9 billion in legal provisions. And this is the thing. If you didn't settle, you could have went to court. You would have spent less money in legal fees if you were, if you were sure that you'd be vindicated, that it's perfectly safe. It's not going to cause cancer. Your cancer was caused by something else. If that was actually the fucking case, you fucks would have taken it to court. You know this shit causes cancer, or at least that's my opinion, because I don't want their fucking sleazebag lawyers coming after me. It's my opinion that you fucks know that this shit causes cancer. And instead of fucking manning up and owning up to your shit, you want my fucking country, my fucking government to protect your ass so you can continue poisoning us? Who the fuck do you Nazi fucks think you are? Oh, that's right. You think you're global elites and we're all fucking breeders and feeders that all need to be eliminated anyways, right? Because you're part of the fucking Bilderberg group types, aren't you, you fucking cunts? Oh, that's right. You are. The German company has said plaintiffs should not be able to take Bayer to court by invoking U.S. state rules, given the U.S. Federal Environmental Protection Agency has repeatedly labeled the product as safe to use, as have regulators in other parts of the world. Yes, but you know what's funny is they can't use that shit in fucking Europe. Their home fucking country. Fucking Roundup is banned. The EU has banned Roundup. So how about we bring up the fact that your own fucking government has said this shit will fucking kill you? Huh? Why don't we bring that one up? It's banned in Germany. It's banned throughout the EU, you fucking cunt. You fucking stupid cunts. That word has become so fucking easy to say because of people like this. Oh, it's perfectly safe. Dude, I don't care what the EPA fucking says. The EPA, all right, is fucking bureaucratic cunts. Like, cunts like you. They're cunts that are either there looking for a fucking job offered by you, or they're there because they get a little bit of fucking power and get to dictate to people and shit. I don't care if they say it's safe. The EPA has said a bunch of different shit was safe, like the FDA has. That turned out wasn't remotely fucking safe. So go fuck yourself. Oh, so basically what they're saying is people shouldn't be able to go to states. What they're basically saying is people shouldn't be able to go to states and sue, or even the federal government, because you do see state and federal lawsuits. Most of them are state level, and be able to sue. The federal government should give us immunity. That's what they're saying. They want the same fucking immunity that they would have if they were producing a vaccine. And they're threatening to stop selling the fucking poison to us. Good. Like they think that's some point of fucking leverage. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to stop selling this poison that gives you cancer unless you give us immunity for this poison that gives you cancer. And they think this is a winning play in the age of Trump 2.0. Trump should be like, go fuck yourself. Now, and what he should be doing is going, now we're going to look into Roundup and see if it causes cancer. Like they're doing with autism and fucking vaccines. Because that's got Big Pharma freaking the fuck out. Why, if they're perfectly fucking safe, why do you need immunity from, civil liability? Why? Why do you need immunity from civil liability if Roundup is safe, if glyphosate is safe? Explain that. Oh, they can't. Because they know it isn't. Anyway, without regulatory clarity, there is regulatory clarity, okay? The EU has said your shit is poison, okay? It's outlawed in your own fucking country. Shut the fuck up, you Nazi fucks. Without regulatory clarity, Bayer will need to exit the business. Good! We don't want your shit, your poison on our food. We don't want your GMO, fucking glyphosate resistant fucking crops as our produce either. Good! So sad, too bad. Go fuck yourselves. You think this is a threat to us? We don't want your shit on our food. These fucking people. Anyway, Bayer have been clear with legislators and farm groups on this. Analysts at brokerage Jefferies said in a note on Thursday, citing guidance Bayer's leadership provided in a meeting. Bayer, which acquired Roundup under the $63 billion takeover of Monsanto in 2018, said, "We are exploring every possibility to end this litigation." It declined to comment further. Yeah, so their plan to end the litigation is to basically get the federal government to give them the fucking immunity that they would have if they were producing a vaccine. These fucking retards, these fucks need to be buried under a fucking prison. If you want immunity like that, your shit ain't safe. I'm surprised back in the 80s, people weren't awake to, awake to the fact that they're demanding this immunity, that maybe their shit ain't safe and they know it ain't safe. That they don't care if they produce a safe product. Because clearly they don't. They only care about their bottom lines these days. And it's been that way for decades. It's been that way most of my lifetime. Anyway, disclosing glyphosate sales numbers for the first time, Bayer on Wednesday said the product, one of the most widely used weed killers in the U.S., field farming, generated 2.6 billion euros in revenue last year. Right. They don't care about the fact that glyphosate fucking causes cancer. They don't give a shit. They want to keep that fucking $2.6 billion fucking gravy train fucking rolling in and fucking dropping money at their feet. They don't give a shit about our well-being, our health, or anything like that. They only care about the fucking bottom line. That's why they want that fucking immunity. If they could fucking go into court and win, see, they are settling because they know that if it goes to trial, that means there's going to be disclosure. Disclosure means that these people that are suing are going to get to rifle through every fucking thing that they have regarding glyphosate, regarding Roundup, and they're going to dig up so much fucking shit that they're screwed. And they know this. That's why they're settling out of court. That's why they're asking for this fucking immunity. And if lawmakers fucking go and present a fucking bill to give them fucking immunity with this shit, every one of those motherfuckers is clearly getting paid off by Bayer. Every one of those motherfuckers, where we can't throw them in prison for fucking bribery because it's legal to take money, okay, for some fucked up retarded reason from these interests and call it a campaign contribution and then vote the way they want when you're supposed to be there to represent the people of your fucking, your district or your state, depending on what, how, like if you're, a congressman or a senator. I mean, these fucking people. Anyway, Bayer could reach a point in the future where the company is forced to discontinue the sale of the product in the United States. A person familiar with the matter told Reuters, requesting anonymity because of the sensitivity of the matter. So basically, they sent out some fucking piece of shit to go and say, yeah, if you people don't do this, we're going to stop selling Roundup. Good fucking riddance. I'm fine with that. I'm sure a lot of Americans would be fucking perfectly fine with that too. Anyway, as it released fourth quarter earnings on Wednesday, the company said it was working to significantly contain litigation by 2026, which is their plan is to basically buy off fucking politicians and get fucking the equivalent to vaccine immunity. What fucking scumbags. It has repeatedly said it is working with farmers associations to lobby the U.S. federal and state legislators. It is also preparing to again petition the Supreme Court for legal protection following a failed attempt in 2022. Why should the Supreme Court hear your case? Why should they give you fucking immunity? They don't have the power to do it. They are there to interpret the law. There is no fucking law that says that you are immune in regards to glyphosate fucking litigation. So the Supreme Court better not take up the fucking case because they don't have the fucking means, the fucking legal fucking justification to do so. You going there is out of desperation. And this idea of working with farmers associations to lobby the federal and state legislatures, basically what they're fucking doing is they are buying off these fucking farmers associations that are supposed to represent the actual fucking farmers. And they're selling the farmers in it a false bill of goods in regards to what they're doing to try to get fucking immunity. Well, if you're going to put that shit on your crops, guess what? If we can link someone getting cancer from eating your fucking shit, if you're going to go along with fucking Bayer, a member of Big Pharma like that, producing this shit, then you fuck should be considered liable too. Real easy, because it's a poison product and you're selling it to Americans. So if you want that fucking glyphosate, okay, we'll sue you fuckers out of existence. Until someone learns the fucking lesson that we don't want this poison on our shit, on our food, on our crops. We don't want it. Anyway, Bayer, however, has not previously threatened to withdraw the product from the U.S. market, although it replaced glyphosate in the U.S. consumer products with different weed-killing substances. One of the world's largest seeds and pesticide makers, Bayer competes with Corteva and China's Syngenta. Yeah. And you need their GMO crops. And if their GMO crops cross-pollinate your fucking crops, if you say like you grow like heirloom corn and say like your corn gets fucking cross-pollinated and they find any of the genetic product of their shit, which you can't control which way the wind blows, their poisonous fucking, GMO shit that's designed to withstand, that's another thing. If you have to genetically engineer a crop to withstand exposure to glyphosate, probably not good, healthy for humans. Just saying. But if that genome that they've engineered ends up a part of your fucking corn's crop, they destroy you. They sue you into fucking like destitution. Because you've somehow stole their intellectual fucking property, even though nature caused it to fucking happen. That's how fucking scummy Bayer is. These Nazi fucks are driving our farmers out of business. And what they do is they go, well, if you buy our corn and use our fucking Roundup, we won't sue you. And they get away with this shit. And they want full fucking immunity now too? No. These fucks need to be put under a jail. Obviously after a fair fucking trial. Anyway, it's the only glyphosate producer in the United States where the U.S. farming sector, which also imports cheaper generic glyphosate from China, relies on modified soy and corn that are resistant to its weed-killing effect. Yes, and if you need to fucking sit there and genetically engineer your crop to withstand this poison, it's probably not safe for human consumption, never mind, livestock consumption, pet consumption, or whatever else. But hey, just ignore that fucking fact. Anyway, the glyphosate litigation with Bayer, which Bayer inherited from a Monsanto deal that was masterminded by Anderson's predecessor, has weighed heavily on the stock, together with factors including a drug development setback in 2023 and weak agriculture markets. Bayer said at the time of its results release on Wednesday, it would internally separate the glyphosate business from the rest of the crop protection division. Okay. So you want immunity for it. You're trying to spin this off from the rest of your business, it sounds like. But yet, it's perfectly fucking safe. Anyway, when asked in an analyst call whether the glyphosate business could be sold, divisional head Rodrigo Santos said, "We're going to continue to discuss it in the future, evaluating all the alternatives that we have for the business. That's always what we do." So yeah, they know this is a clusterfuck for them. They know it is. So what they're hoping is They'll be able to buy off our politicians to give them fucking immunity like they're producing a vaccine, and they'll be able to fucking continue selling it and make the billions of dollars that they do off of us while they poison us with a cancer-causing fucking chemical. We live in fucking full-on fucking clown world. I swear to God, this fucking shit is full-on fucking clown world retardation. This is fucking full-on fucking evil shit. Anyway, yeah, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you've made it this far and haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also feel free to subscribe over on the other platforms where this channel's content is uploaded to, as well as subscribe and follow over on sites like Minds, Gab, and Parler. Links to each are in the description.